You're listening to 102.7 Chop FM, and this is ArtsTalk. Good evening. This is 102.7 Chop FM, and you're listening to ArtsTalk. I'm Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Koss.
And this show is dedicated to bringing the arts to Newmarket. Not just the musical arts, although there's always lots of musicians on our show, but any artist practicing any discipline, be they amateur or professional. If you're in the arts and would like to appear on this show, then ArtsTalk would like to hear from you.
You can get in touch with us by emailing artstalkradio102.7@gmail.com, or you can send us a message on Facebook. That's facebook.com/artstalkradio.
And don't forget to tune in every Wednesday at 6:05:24 to hear good music.
Right in time for the school bell.
Right in time for the bell. To hear good music and to learn what's going on in the independent arts scene. Our guests tonight are Kaylin, Kaylee, Julie, and Megan, who together are...
Beaver Slap!
Beaver Slap! Welcome to the show, Beaver Slap.
Thanks for having us.
It's great to have you here. So, is Beaver Slap a Newmarket band, a Barrie band, a Toronto band?
We're from Barrie.
You're Barrie?
Yeah, primarily. Well, yeah.
We're based out of Barrie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Hysterics and Rubella, the Fox Lounge is kind of home base for Beaver Slap, would
It's
you say?
definitely our local watering hole.
To the point where I actually work there.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I get to be the janitor.
I didn't know
I
that.
get the least fun job there.
But one of the most important.
Very much so.
Because if stuff's not clean, then it's just not
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And
Doesn't
of
want
course,
to be that kind of bar.
so Shane, we're a great fan of Shane Heath. He's been on our show here, and
Oh, yeah.
a great promoter of independent music up in town there. And I've been impressed with what's going on Dunlop Street in Barrie. It seems to be happening. You guys see it that way?
Well, they live there, so why don't we hear what it's really
Yeah,
all
why
about?
don't you tell us the truth about the Barrie music scene?
The music scene, it seems like there are some up-and-coming bands that, you know, are sort of looking for a platform. I think it would be really great if there were more live opportunities for all ages, for the young people and for the kids. Although the city does a pretty good job of doing sort of youth battle of the bands and stuff like that at the Mady. Or I guess it's not called the Mady Center anymore.
No,
is it?
don't say that.
Oh,
there was a whole contest to take Mady off that thing.
Right. Yeah, that's right. So it's that arts center.
You might have to censor the fact that she even said
we'll
Mady
bleep
at all.
that out.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was some controversy. I knew they changed the name of it, but didn't know why.
Oh yeah, there was like a whole contest put on, like where people got to submit what they wanted to rename it. Like it was a big deal.
Yeah. I thought they picked a name.
They did. I just can't remember.
I don't know.
5
what it
points.
is.
5 points.
Is that what it's called?
That's what I read.
You're way more.
Yeah,
informed
you'll
than
know
me
better
are.
than
I don't know.
me,
I just read
Yeah.
too much stuff.
No, you read. That's
They just told me where to show up to play, and I show up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Don't believe everything you read is another good
Well, I work at a
lesson.
library, so I have to.
forced
I think
to
that's
read.
okay. I don't know. Maybe not.
Right, it's the opposite there. Believe everything.
Believe everything.
So,
Anyway, so
have
Barrie,
you been
yeah.
playing much other than Barrie? Been
You
touring?
guys are crazy about all over the place.
Everywhere.
It's actually awesome.
We have probably one of our farthest shows coming up. We've been booked again for Oh No Fest. In September, we're playing in a little town called Leeburn, which is just outside of Sault Ste. Marie. So that's a bit of a drive for us, but that's probably our farthest show to
Well,
date.
what's farther, that or Montreal?
Montreal? Well, I think
It's
I think the
close.
Sault,
about the
yeah, it's
same.
about the
Okay.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair then.
Yeah.
At least on the way to Montreal, there's a fair bit of civilization.
There's a
Up
lot
to-
of stuff. Yeah.
Up to the Sioux, not
The
so
Sioux
much.
it's beautiful scenery. Let's just say that.
But you were north recently, weren't you? Didn't you take a trip up north to do a show in the last month or two? Am I wrong on that?
Not recently. We were in Montreal in the winter. We've definitely played in Sudbury a few times. They seem to really like us up there. And it's
Really?
nice that
Everyone
the
likes
asylum
you guys.
is open again, so they're going to be rocking and rolling, and probably we'll head through there before too long. We have a show coming up in Espanola, which is kind of in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing the Espanola Metal Fest.
Nice.
Yeah,
A metal
For you.
fest.
Yeah, we're headlining.
For
so
you.
that's
Is there a where you're not a metal band?
Well,
I don't know.
Does it matter?
You're a funk band. Come on.
They
Come
are
on.
so We've got some
It's
pretty
punk metal,
rugged
for sure.
songs. We've got some pretty rugged
Our
songs.
bass player's pretty metal.
I should.
It's true.
So you can metal it up when you need to? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
What
Soup
do
song of
you-
metal.
More drum fills?
I'll see what I can do. I'll
More
just play
double
harder.
Amazing.
So who's booking this? So you guys have a management, an agent that's helping you get these
Oh my
bookings?
God, no.
Julie does all of the online
Julie? It's all
networking
Julie?
for us. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
How do you
almost
find
like
that?
another
Are you
job.
just picking up the phone,
Julie's
Julie?
full-time job, aside from the full-time job of raising 3 children, is getting
Booking
shows.
shows for
Yeah.
us.
Getting gigs.
Yeah, in the beginning we had to search for them a bit harder. Now they kind of find us. So it's,
Do they?
yeah.
The word's starting to get out a little bit?
I think we're at the point we turn down more than we actually accept because we just don't have enough
time
free
and
weekends.
resources,
Like,
yeah.
we run out of weekends.
That's amazing.
We were just in
Like,
Hamilton
we're already
on
booking
Sunday.
into September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic situation to be in.
Yeah.
We're lucky.
So
I saw your post about the Hamilton show, and that was really cool. It was like about the all ages.
It was
and
That was
So
a great
fun.
show.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
so
Slam
fun.
Fest on Sundays in Hamilton is at the St. Hollywood. It's such an awesome time. What a great vibe, and all of the punkers there are real like old punk rockers.
They come out on a Sunday
Yeah.
afternoon
That's
with their
amazing.
kids,
With their kids.
man.
They
Like,
come.
that's
Everyone rocks
the
out.
best.
Yeah,
That
it was a
made
good
me so
time.
happy.
We had a circle pit of a bunch of kids.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's amazing. Goosebumps.
The little girls.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the little girls loved us.
That's
Oh, it was
amazing.
so heartwarming.
Representation
Seriously?
matters.
Representation matters.
they weren't
Very
scared
good.
off by the noise?
Oh my God, no.
Yeah. Although I mean, all the parents were savvy enough to put headphones and hearing
That's good.
protection on
Yeah.
their kids. So
So
Teach them young.
So they
or
know.
else-
I'm trying to work up a mental image of this. All these little toddlers down front with hearing protection
Yes.
on,
Yeah.
bopping their heads to you guys?
rocking
No,
out.
not bopping.
Like
Bopping.
moshing. Legit
Yeah.
moshing.
Circle
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
That is
amazing.
so cute.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. We'll show you.
How old are your kids, Julie?
5, 3, and 1.
5, 3, and 1. So you have tons of spare time.
Oh yeah.
They're actually there's 2 moms, right?
Three.
3.
3 moms. Sorry, I'm 2.
3
is,
moms in the house. Oh
Yes.
my goodness. And you still
Mom
find time
punk.
to rock and roll. That is outstanding.
So
Takes
good.
organizing skills.
Lots of highly skilled organizing
Mhm.
and rescheduling.
Yes. And the support of friends, family, and others.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
I mean, it's true though, right? You couldn't really manage without others helping you out
No
in that
way.
situation.
It takes a village to raise
Yeah.
a punk band. I mean,
Seriously.
Yeah.
That was a good joke.
So how do you maintain the punk rock attitude even though you're a mom? Like, is that
oh
not-
man, sometimes
feel like
it adds fuel to the fire.
It's so easy.
I've come into some practices where, people wonder who peed in my cornflakes, and I'm just like, oh, I need to just get this out, and I smash extra hard that practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Or the weeks that like I have my kid every other week. So when we have a band practice and I have to bring him with me, and luckily he's in between the ages of Julie's kids, so they all play together, and I come downstairs and go, all right, I need to scream for like 2 hours. Let's do it now.
Yeah.
So this who does the songwriting in the band?
It's a collaborative effort, for sure.
Yeah, it's a
Julie
mixture.
often starts us off with a riff, and then we'll sort of build on that.
So it's
Sometimes
not,
the
Kaylee will
music
start
and I
us
can't
off
do
with
the
the
lyrics,
riff.
so they'll all work the lyrics.
The lyrics
which is
has
helpful,
been
'cause I can't.
dispersed.
you're not a lyric writer?
No, I can write the music. I can't. I'm not good with my.
Julie's
lyrics.
great at writing riffs.
Yeah,
and
but not
music.
with my
Oh,
lyrics.
yeah.
I
Oh,
can't
that's
do lyrics.
okay. That's
That's why you're in a
okay.
band.
Is that like-
Help
We
each
split
other.
the difference, and
Yeah,
that's what split the difference.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
How
So-
important is that? I mean, is writing new music an important part of this band?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, we're
I
always
mean,
trying.
we
Forward
try not to
momentum.
force it though. We kind of let things come to a head naturally, and when we find like organically that we're sort of ready to jump off into a new branch of our songwriting, then we do. But we don't feel like we're in a rush to write new material all the time. We would rather quality over quantity.
Definitely.
I prefer it just comes to me rather than like if I sit down and like set out to write something, it's mediocre.
It's so hard. Well, yeah, because
Like-
you're like setting yourself up for this. Like, I'm gonna write this great song
No,
tonight.
usually it'll be like a sound that's stuck in my head,
Yeah.
and then I'll sit down with the guitar and find it,
Nice.
and then we'll have a song.
Cool.
Like yeah, you can't try.
I feel like that's the same way with like writing lyrics, because then I'll think of something and then I'll be like, huh, and so all day I'll be thinking of that like sentence or something, and then because I've had to like rewrite a handful of Beaver Slap songs, and so yeah, it comes together really nicely. It's like, how can I fit this into a song now?
Editing. Don't you find editing's easier than creating and writing though?
Well, I find that so hard.
Editing is hard.
Yeah.
Editing is real hard. Like it's double-edged sword because like I was lucky enough to like get to rewrite a lot of the material, but then by that same token, I had to rewrite a whole lot of things, and I'm still working on that because like again, it took a group effort. Like it takes more than one person to write these songs.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely, it does. This is ArtsTalk on 102.7 Chop FM. I'm Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Koss.
And we are in conversation with Beaver.
Love it.
They fill it in
Come
real
every
quick.
Wednesday.
I got a residency now.
A lot of energy.
At Pickering College, Beaver Slap.
Is this time to hear a song, do you think?
I'd like to.
All right, so
Sure.
what is your plan? First of all, I think this is going to be very interesting to hear a band that's pretty hard and pretty loud in this rather mellow
This is new
environment.
territory.
It's definitely out of our wheelhouse.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be kind of cool. When you guys jam, you don't ever do a little acoustic quiet jam?
Oh, heck no.
No. It's-
We've had to force it with this.
The
We're
louder,
like,
the louder the better usually.
Yeah, we've
this
had
has
to-
taken a little practice.
We've had to be like, okay, so we're gonna jam on this day, and that's gonna be our acoustic jam, and then when we jam next, we're gonna have to do electric jam.
It's not how it works.
Thanks, Ringo.
Good job. This is amazing.
So what are we going to hear? A rework of a
Cannibal.
normally
It's a
loud and
Cannibal.
fast song that is going to be slow and quiet.
Or
or
we're
no?
taking our slower. We'll do our slower.
Actually, do you want to do your PKM first? And we'll save Cannibal for next.
All right.
So we're also going to go live on Facebook, which we are right now. And so if you want to see this video, then...
Facebook Live
We're
right now? That's unbelievable.
I know.
so hop on
Taylor.
our facebook.com/ArtsTalk if you want to see this.
Live
If you want
action.
And you do. This is probably never going to be repeated again.
Yeah, no.
Never.
Hey, Dave.
Okay.
Hi.
So you guys
Are we
ready?
good?
All right.
Cool.
So this is Beaver Slap on ArtsTalk on 102.7 Chop FM.
That was the loudest thing I've ever heard. And
Beaver Slap on
In
102.7
our jam station.
Chop FM.
In the floor. In
if I can help you in any way, let me see.
That is Megan on vocal, Julie on guitar, Kaylee on bass, and Kaylin on the Samsonite cajon.
Amazing.
Let's see what we can do with.
No, it's okay.
Are you
I'll
sure?
Just,
Because I can think of things
No.
to.
The next one will be fine.
Yeah?
Now that I have a lay for the carpet, I got it figured
Okay, cool. I was trying to think, how can I help this?
Don't even worry about it. No sweat.
Awesome. That sounded wicked. I've heard that song live before electrically. That sounded really cool.
Definitely different, hey?
Love it. I love it. And I love that you still got the ending. Like I got those
I
screams.
pushed it out.
Yeah,
I
no.
was like,
It was
maybe
discussed
that
several times, and I'm like, how do we execute? And they're like, just do it. Do it at the end.
Yeah.
No, I'm so glad you did. It sounded really cool.
It wouldn't be Beaver Slap without the
No, it
yelling.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
But it's so nice to be like to hear that, because you guys had like Well, I would never really say that music's pretty, but like I've heard pretty parts of your music before.
Yeah.
So it's nice to showcase that element.
Melodies exist in our music.
Oh, I know. Now everyone else knows that too.
Are you guys promoting the music?
That's a
You know what I mean? Like, can people buy it someplace? Can they?
So we're actually going in the studio.
Yeah.
We have a couple studio dates with some different houses coming up soon. We're going to be working with Dan Allen from Indian Handcrafts.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he's just moved and he's got the Beth Lab set up.
Cool.
And so we're gonna go in the studio with them and,
Nice.
and get some stuff together with Lou from Cinekill Productions
Cool.
and probably try and make some pretty raw punk rock. And then we've also got some feelers out to some professional studios in Toronto and another one in Barrie. So we're just kind of trying to figure out who can get to us fastest.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. You're already doing a lot, it sounds like, for people who have jobs and families.
Yeah.
What if it gets bigger than that? What do you do?
Stay the course.
That's it. I mean, become more selective and judicious with where we want to play and who we want to play with, and just make those shows happen.
This is a thing. Is it a thing?
Do you guys tour?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
well, I mean,
extended tours, or is that something that you're able to
we
do?
haven't necessarily yet, just because we haven't had much material to promote. We haven't really been to a point where we want to push an
Yeah, I
album
see.
or try and
Yeah.
make waves that way. But I feel like once we get some more recorded material with this current lineup, it's going to be pretty easy for us to pick a few days in a row and do that.
Wicked.
Are you working with the community of similar bands? And I guess it's because of my experience with Taylor. There seems to be a lot of cross-pollination and bands helping each other in terms of getting slots and stuff like that. Are you finding that you're being asked to appear on bills with people who know your music a little bit? Like,
Well, there's
Definitely.
bands that ask us to play for shows like Deviants and the Odd Man Out,
Page Christ!
Panty Christ,
Christ is who I was thinking.
Chachi on Acid,
Artificial-
stuff.
I was
Artificial
thinking you guys
dissemination.
are like one
Yeah.
of our buddy bands for sure.
Yeah, for
Played
sure.
in May together.
When are we playing
April.
in May?
Cool.
Coalition.
You're on that bill?
Yeah.
Sorry, that we won't be that loud again.
Okay, set the EQ to red there.
Yeah. That's the first time we've never played Coalition before.
Oh
It's
yeah.
so fun.
It's pretty fun.
The
Yeah.
sound there is
Yeah.
awesome.
So
great.
exciting. Cool.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure everyone hears me say artificial dissemination
Yeah.
because they are a super awesome powerhouse and they have been so awesome with us and making sure that anytime they play in our general vicinity they want us on their bill and they help get us along.
That's so nice, Galen. Where are they from? Are they buried?
They're sort of like a Hamilton area. So Jamie Problem. He is the drummer and one of the yellers, and he definitely has a hand in organizing Slamfest at the St. Hollywood. And so he's also like a promoter as well as just someone who's like an OG punk rocker. So yeah, Hamilton based, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
things
cool.
are happening in Hamilton too. Or so
They have a
we
great
hear.
scene. Yeah.
Yeah, their punks will come out for everything, and it's lovely.
They have a lot of they have a lot of venues.
They have
do.
tons of venues
Yeah,
in Hamilton.
per
It's
capita.
crazy.
More music venues
Can we
per
help with
capita.
that? Could you
Yeah.
bring it over here? That'd
Yeah,
be
I'll,
great.
I'll take a little dash of that.
Well, I think a
With
lot
the-
of
with
people
the
are
PA system, no
moving
offense.
down
Yeah.
the lakeshore because they can't afford to live in Toronto anymore, so they're
I've
head-
actually
head
heard
to
a
the
lot of people
hammer,
say
right?
that. Yeah, definitely. I just want to just gonna say this now. We're gonna say it later. But Beaver Slap is actually playing Newmarket too, and that's April 13th.
Friday the 13th,
That's
baby.
gonna be
Come
such a
get
fun
lucky.
show.
Oh, yeah.
That lineup is so sick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God,
We got
the posters.
We're
fun.
loaded. Yeah. We're loaded. Plan 37 and Ship of Fools. And
Beaver
Beaver Slap. Woo!
Wow.
It's gonna be awesome.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a loud,
At the Grey Goat,
loud
of
show.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on out, bring your earplugs.
I don't know if you could be louder than Chipper Fools. They're loud.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
they are pretty loud, but
double dog
you,
dare.
have you seen
Super
us?
fast.
Dan?
Super loud.
Have you seen us?
Yeah.
I'm excited. It's
I
on.
don't know. Their drummer's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know. We are the
Yeah, they're
loudest
really
acoustic
good.
product you've had in
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
so
such
far,
a-
yeah.
Absolutely.
By a mile. Yeah, we had the volume was down to like 3.
And unplugged, we're loud.
That's so cool.
I know. It's one of your endearing characteristics. Your
Well,
loudness.
thank you.
So why don't we work around the room a little bit? Julie, when did you start playing? Were you a kid when you picked up a guitar?
Guitar, I was, I think, 15. I played piano since I was 5, though.
Oh,
and
I
then I
didn't know
started
that.
drums when I was like 13-ish
Really?
in my spare time. Yeah, I just started actual drum lessons like a month ago. But
Cool.
yeah, no, guitar, like 15, self-taught.
Was high school band thing that
No, just
No?
on my own.
just worked on your own?
Yeah, I just saved up money and bought a guitar.
And when did you start working with bands? What age were you?
Oh, man.
Beaver Slap?
How old were you 6 years ago?
I was 27 6 years ago.
You don't need to disclose that if you don't want to.
She did, so that's fine.
So were you performing on your own at that time?
No, just like with friends.
Just with-
Like it's easy when everyone around you's a musician. for
Julie
sure,
gets
so.
to hold the distinction of being like Frank Black, where it's like you ask Frank Black what his first band was, and he goes, "The Pixies."
Yeah.
Pixies is my first band ever.
Yeah.
So Julie is the same way with Beaver Slap. Like Beaver Slap is her first band.
Yep, for sure. First time like playing publicly,
Yeah.
Is that right?
writing music. Like I only ever did covers before Beaver Slap, and so like that's when I started writing for sure. It was as soon as Beaver Slap started.
Very cool.
Who'd you like to cover?
Who do I like to cover? Oh,
Ooh.
I'm a big DRI fan, and I've been working on a lot of Diggle abortions on the drums just in my own time. Like, yeah, I don't know. We
Sweet.
steer clear of the covers more nowadays.
Yeah.
Now that we have our own material.
Yeah, you want to perfect those, right?
Yeah.
Kaylee, what about you? Did you start playing as a youngster?
I started playing when I was 14 and I stopped for a long time. And I joined Beaver Slap at 16 and that's when I actually started playing bass more frequently. So yeah.
So you started on a guitar and then moved to bass?
No, I've always just played bass.
Always bass?
Guitar,
You're
yeah.
killing
You have that in common with Taylor. Started out on bass as well,
Yeah.
Always, yeah.
and became a multi-instrumentalist superstar.
Oh, I hope.
And Kaylee, were you always a drummer?
No, I actually didn't play drums as a kid until Beaver Slap. I did a little bit of I played the timpanis in high school band.
Cool.
But I played piano for a really long time. Played piano since I was 5. I got a whole bunch of Royal Conservatory diplomas somewhere hiding.
Nice. And you still play it?
A little bit, not so much. I mean, I live in an attic apartment, so no piano there.
The cutest.
But I've been lately trying to learn guitar, and as Taylor can attest, it really only comes out after a few drinks, and then
It's fun, it's
I make people listen to me trying to play guitar.
Yes.
So it's not always good.
Hey!
But I do
good.
try.
We do fire drills, okay, where you play guitar.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, actually, that's been a new feature of our live performances. Is we'll swap instruments. So Julie will jump on the drum kit, and I'll play the electric guitar.
Oh, yeah.
And that we do a cover.
Yes.
We do Antennas by Rancid, which is kind of awesome.
Cool. Very cool.
Well, of course, the Newlands do that, right? Have you guys seen the
Oh
Newlands?
yeah, they're
yeah.
swapping
Where
around. Yeah.
the drummer goes.
Those guys are like slow. Those guys just move around. They
You gotta- if you
switch, whatever.
Gotta pay attention, like you need a program.
Yeah, they are great performers
Who's on what
for
here?
sure.
They have
Yeah.
a sheet of dance moves that they leave on the stage so they know which way they're rotating.
And Megan, what about you? How long have you been singing?
Well, forever. I didn't start doing band stuff until 3 years ago. I had my own band for like 2 shows worth.
I played with you once.
Yeah, we played with Hysterics. That was our last show.
Sorry.
It's
was
okay. It wasn't.
It was
It's
fun.
not you. It's
Yeah.
us.
It was fun.
It was so much fun.
And so, like, I only started playing guitar 3 years ago, but I've always been around music people, and I was
You're
promoted.
great.
Huh?
You're great on guitar.
Oh,
considering.
thanks. It's because I don't do it in public anymore. But like before, I was in any bands. I was with a musician for a really long time. I promoted shows for a really long time in Barrie at the Fox with Shane.
Cool.
So yeah, this whole thing kind of came around in the last like 3 years. I've been in Beaver Slap for about 6 or 7 months.
Since September, yeah.
So, yeah. So and like the outgoing singer, she was in my band for a little while, and then on a drive to Barrie one day, she says, "So I'm leaving Beaver Slap. Do you want to take my place?" And I'm like, and like I already knew because I've known everybody in this band for a while, right? So like I knew what was going on. I just wasn't expecting her to be like, "Do you wanna?" So
Yeah.
it's like,
It's nice to just have a friend that we could pull in and slip into the slot. Someone who was already familiar with our music and
Already
that we
coming to
liked hanging out with.
jams.
Yeah, you're already
That's
there.
so important, right?
Yeah.
It's somebody you knew you could get along with.
yeah.
For
and
sure.
knew the material and
Yeah, like I've been
Exactly.
to shows. Clearly, I've been watching them play since they were
Coming to
since they
jams.
started being a band. I come to jams before I was in the band.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's great.
That's so cool.
And what about lessons? Anybody here take lessons on their instrument?
I only took piano lessons, and
That's
then
it.
now
Wow.
I just started drum lessons like within the last month.
But not guitar, which is what you play.
I've
in
never
band.
taken a guitar lesson in my life, and that's
I love
like
it.
my main instrument.
None of you guys have taken lessons for your
That's so
instrument.
fun.
Sometimes.
Rock.
Different
So fun,
instruments.
Yeah.
rock. No other lessons?
No.
No?
Learn by doing.
Wait. When I was in high school, I did take 6 months of drum lessons.
Oh, there you
You
go.
did.
And that was only like one a month, so 6 lessons.
Okay.
altogether.
Okay. So if we're gonna go there, I once played a trumpet in high school for like 3 months. I played a recorder too, but I'm far more proud of my trumpet work.
I took saxophone in grade 9
Oh,
There you go.
and learned how to play Swingin' Shepherd Blues. By Nelson
wow.
Moore. Never heard that? Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the sax players in grade 9
Yeah.
learned how to play that song. That was some sexy stuff right
Yeah.
there.
So I totally forgot, but when we were talking about other music and stuff that we do, I sort of didn't even mention my alter ego.
Oh, you should. We didn't even know you had an alter ego.
So I am an underground hip hop artist and a jungle and drum and bass MC.
You should explain what
And
that is.
so I go under the name MC Savvy. And I actually have some recorded music out just recently with my friend Barack Out. So if you're on SoundCloud and you look up Barack Out and Savvy, Step in Time, that's my voice.
Woo!
Really?
It's a beautiful voice.
You're a rapper?
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
Look at that.
She sings too. She's got a
I'm not
gorgeous voice.
I'm not terrible. Oh,
She sings some in Beaver Slap too.
You sing and rap?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
But you can't
She
sing.
can sing and play drums at the same
I
time.
was just going to ask. Yeah, can you sing and play drums at the same time?
I'm
does.
trying. I'm getting on there.
We have songs like that.
Tonight is the next one.
I do a little feature
Cool.
on the next
Yeah.
one,
All
but
right.
we thought we would just make sure that everyone is
Crazy good.
represented for our acoustic stuff.
So you're out doing gigs as MC Savvy?
Yeah. I was in Toronto last Wednesday. We were doing a live radio stream on T.Love Radio. So they go through Facebook and we just had like a crazy house party and I get to MC and all my friends are DJing and it's always just shenanigans. It's really fun.
Now, I don't want to start something, but is there any envy or jealousy of the whole MC Savvy thing going on?
Oh, not at all.
No.
It's not
They
even
don't
the
even
same.
listen to that kind of music.
Well, it's not even.
Like a careless smile going, no way. But
We're
everyone else
proud
going,
of
yeah,
her
a little bit.
achievement.
For sure.
Oh,
It's definitely not competition. We're not even in the same.
Yeah, no,
genre.
like we all like have our own stuff that we do. Like I write my own music outside of Beaver Slap because
do?
yeah, well, because like
But do you perform it?
no, because I'm too busy doing this.
Mhm.
And my stuff
Oh,
needs
I'm
work.
starting something here for sure. Am I in trouble? Am I in
Yes.
trouble? Yeah.
No.
Usually she yells at me if I get in trouble.
I'm watching.
Oh, no.
I'm watching the room right now.
Mediating.
I'm
She's
watching
gauging
their
the vibe.
reaction.
Yeah, she's stealing the room. Okay.
So
Megan gets it.
the MC Savvy stuff never intersects with the Beaver Slap? Like you could have MC Savvy open for Beaver Slap?
Not really. It doesn't.
Different races?
Doesn't cross over. Yeah, definitely.
I
different
did. I
worlds.
went to go see MC Savvy for a little bit. I was jumping between the Fox and
Bourbon. Yep.
I remember.
and I got a taste of it. It's totally different scene, totally different crowd, different.
Different
It's-
vibe.
yeah, different vibes.
I mean,
So-
electronic music versus punk. I mean, in terms of like spectrum and energy, drum and bass and jungle definitely have that sort of driving force and that really heaviness and that kinetic energy that comes with punk rock. So I do find a lot of my friends that I meet through the punk circles are like, oh yeah, I also listen to that kind of stuff. So I shop around and I send them tracks, but it's not ever really a thing that we would do in the same night.
Yeah.
So I got lectured by somebody on the difference between house music and EDM, and I got yelled at for saying they were the same thing.
Oh, I'm not even into that stuff, and I know it's not the same.
Yeah, clearly I didn't know. What are you doing? Is it house? Is it EDM?
So if you were to separate house and EDM, and you're over here in the house department,
Yeah.
go deeper and heavier and a little bit darker and a little bit faster, and you've got drum and bass and jungle.
Oh, okay. And where's MC Savvy in that?
In the
bass.
deep fast heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which is where it finds its connection to the punk.
I think so. Yeah.
We all
Same
find each other
kind
in
of
the basement.
energy.
I like industrial music and I like that sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
So where's the trend? Like where does that come into play?
Beats, baby.
Yeah.
So-
Sharon
I find
beats.
I know.
Yeah,
These
so there
genres
is,
are
so I guess there's like a cross pollination. You could get from like metal easily to industrial,
Yeah.
and then from industrial maybe even into like techno. So
Okay.
the pendulum would swing along
Yeah,
that
because I
way.
know there's some that do cross, and it's anyways,
Totally.
genres are
You
weird.
could,
They
I
are
guarantee
weird.
you could play a ministry song at a dance club and like through
Yeah.
People
loops
would
on
go
it,
crazy,
and they would go crazy and they wouldn't even notice.
No.
I promise you.
There's a
It's
track.
angry
There's a
song.
track called "No Remorse" with Atari Teenage Riot and Slayer Fire.
Oh, that song is great.
That's the one that I
Yes.
played for you, and I
Girl.
was like, "This is my jam." Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You just don't want to get locked into those labels, right?
No, yeah, just
Well,
make
that
good
album
music.
is cool because it's like metal or alternative artists with rappers, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the one with
Yeah,
Sonic
yeah.
Youth and Cypress Hill,
Yep.
with that Mary Jane
Yep.
song.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyways, we'll listen to that later because it's not allowed.
I guess
on
we
the
can talk
radio.
about our own music if you want.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Back to Beaver Slap.
This is ArtsTalk on 102.7 Chop FM. I'm Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Koss.
And we're in conversation with...
Beaver Slap!
Yes, we are. Kaylin, Kaylee, Julie, and Megan, who constitute Beaver Slap.
Oh yes.
Um,
You can catch them live in Newmarket at the Grey Goat on April 13th for those that
Awesome.
are just joining us.
And catch them online at
On Facebook,
Yeah.
at Beaver Slap.
Beaver Slap.
Oh yeah,
Facebook,
Beaver
Beaver
Slap
Slap.
Band on Instagram.
Band, Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can
Oh,
you
yeah.
buy your music? Is there a place to buy this stuff?
Not at this time.
Not our current.
We're working on recording with a new lineup so that we have a product to
Right. So this
distribute.
You gotta see it live
the-
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to come to the shows to see this.
to make it actually happen.
Yep.
You've got some great logos. Can I get a T-shirt? Is there a good T-shirt I can get?
I think, yeah. Do we have a shirt?
Did we bring the merch?
Did you bring any T-shirts?
I don't.
I think we might have one shirt.
Came to a sales meeting with shirts. All right. Will it fit me? XL? I'm kind of an XL.
We'll sort you out.
All
Come,
right.
come, come,
Come
come
back.
to the
Yeah.
show.
We're coming to the
Meet
trunk
us
of the
at the
car.
trunk.
after.
It'll fall off the car.
We'll meet in the schoolyard.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How about another tune?
Yeah, sure.
So
right.
what do we need to know about this one?
It's like a country.
This is
This is sort of like our alternative country.
This is
style.
the one where we tell people to grab the one you love consensually and
Yeah,
love
ask
the one
permission
you're with.
first.
Yes.
and-
Yeah.
It sounds too pretty to be us.
All right. This is an outing number 2 by Beaver Slap on ArtsTalk on 102.7 Chop FM.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I watch my baby play and he will never know, and no one ever will. I couldn't say just a minute in mine, nothing in his mind. I'd love to lose my mind, but I can't be that kind. You wouldn't know I tried, you wouldn't know I worked a hard day and my whole life. There's nothing in my hand, but that's my fault again. This room that isn't mine, nothing in here is mine. You wouldn't know I tried, you wouldn't know I worked a hard day in my whole life. I watch my baby play and he will never know, and no one ever will. I couldn't say this room that isn't mine, nothing in here is mine. You wouldn't know.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Ah.
Beautiful Beaver Slap.
I'm excited for the harmonies in that
So
one.
pretty. No, that sounded great.
Wow.
Oh wow.
That was so
Very
vulnerable.
cool.
You know?
I got goosebumps at the
I
end.
know. I almost cried.
Did you?
This close.
Look, there's tears in his eyes.
I did cry today.
Here we go.
Yeah,
I
that
teared
may
up
never
too.
be recreated again. I was like, just for you folks.
Oh,
So
that's
pretty,
so
so
nice.
good.
And that's kind of like a global premiere, right? You haven't played
Yeah,
that.
Dave loves world
I
premieres.
love world
so
premieres on
this is
ArtsTalk.
it.
Yeah.
Beaver Slap has never been acoustic before.
The
Yeah.
There you
Amazing.
go.
Here you go.
First time, last time.
Oh, come on.
Megan,
Unless
you're not
we're
digging
on
it? You're not
campfire.
digging the
Unless
whole,
we're on a
acoustic
campfire at some point, maybe in the future. Oh, we're playing Spider Fest. Speaking of campfires.
I think I've heard of
So that's coming up in July in Campbellford. It's just outside of Peterborough.
Okay.
And it's a crazy, crazy punk fest. Lots of great bands. A whole weekend of insane camping. Make sure you bring some water and some food because you know the punks out there will not have any.
No.
So bring some to share.
Yeah.
And it's called Spider Fest because there's
Spider
a
Fest?
million spiders?
No, it's a commemorative event for
Spider.
a punker
Man,
named
Spider.
Spider.
He passed away.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right? So
Yeah,
it's,
he's
like
put
a.
on-
Wow.
It's been going
Every
since
year.
like 91.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
And then, when did he die?
I think
I don't know.
5 or 6 years ago.
I don't know.
Longer than that, maybe.
I'm not sure.
How do you get on that bill?
We just.
We know the promoter.
Yeah, I guess made friends with some.
Applied.
How many times has Beaver Slap played?
Oh, this has got to
But
be
this would be
5
number
maybe?
4 or 5.
4 or 5?
Yeah.
Cool.
5?
How far is it?
Camelford's like
3.5
near
hours,
Peterborough,
maybe.
so yeah.
You guys definitely like. You're
Get
not afraid
around.
of long drives.
Yeah.
No, no.
We travel, girl.
Yeah, it's amazing.
No, you guys are amazing. And y'all piling in the same van?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Have
Really?
jams, we'll travel.
Yeah.
All same
Do you guys
van.
bring
all
instruments in the
here.
car and play with like?
No,
we
we
all
all
go
have
into
the
comas.
instruments.
Yeah.
I guess
Huh?
it's loud all night. You need a break during the.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
How do you not kill each other on a long drive like that?
I don't think we
Well,
can
who
talk
says you
about,
don't kill each other?
I don't think we can talk about that on the radio. It's not legal yet.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Being in a band is like being in a family, and that can
Let's
be difficult,
keep
right?
it
You
clean.
know,
Yeah, it really can. It really can be.
But there's so much love involved.
Is that what it is?
I think.
You're
Like,
just
we all
making
love
up.
and appreciate each other.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Real?
It's true.
We try to make sure to be like, good show, you did a good job.
Oh, yeah.
After all our shows.
Positive
and jams.
reinforcement is
Yeah.
important.
Absolutely.
That's very nice that you do.
I think it's for moms.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, moms are very
Because when
supportive,
you're the whole
very
day
loving.
just gets sucked into a black hole, you kind of got to go, okay, well, I didn't get wet and I'm not sticky and
Nobody
you're
pooped
in
anywhere.
bed and nobody pooped anywhere, so I guess it's okay. So that's kind of how you
Big
gotta.
picture.
Oh my god.
But it's all about helping everybody's self-esteem, right?
Yes.
We want everybody to know that they're valued,
Yes. It's
even if you
huge.
hate
Yeah.
them.
And you should feel good after doing it. Yeah, like you should just always feel good after you perform, right? That's
Even
why
the
you
bad
do it.
shows, we gotta be able to be
Yeah.
like, well, the crowd was good, and that guy got us free beers, and those 4 people really liked seeing us. You know?
So what's the biggest crowd you played to so far?
Ooh, that's a good question. I guess just some really packed houses, maybe even at the Fox. I think we had a capacity house at the Fox the
Nice.
last show we played there.
Yeah.
And it was pretty
I'm
busy.
sure like when we play with Davo and stuff, those sell out.
Oh,
so
yeah.
And a jammed
Very
house at the
cool.
Fox can be jumping, right? Like,
yeah.
That's a really good vibe.
Oh
there.
yeah.
yeah.
People throwing themselves on the floor
We
and
tend
stuff.
to get a lot of moshes. We
Yeah.
get a lot of
Oh,
people
yeah.
dancing for our music, which is it's great. It's
Yeah.
an awesome feeling to see people just losing their minds out there.
Now, I just don't get moshing. I've had this discussion with Taylor. I guess I'm just too old to appreciate it, but people slamming into each other, bruises, beer spilling.
But it's
and
what the
stuff.
music makes you kind of want to
Yeah.
do. Like it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Dave, it's because you don't flirt with danger. It's okay.
Yes.
I don't know. It's dangerous.
We
And as
do.
mothers, you would not want your children moshing. Am I wrong?
Well, no, we don't do
But
that.
Being a mother isn't a specific label because there are so many different kinds of mothers. We have 3 different punk mothers in the room right now. We're not the
Still
same
don't think you
kind
can
of
roll
punk.
your
Yeah.
toddler out there into the mosh. I just don't think
Toddler, maybe not mosh.
But
Yeah.
maybe
also,
not.
I just want to say something. It looks dangerous in a mosh pit, but if you ever see someone go down in a mosh pit, you also see every person in
There's
their
a
room.
code.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I almost
There's
just
a code.
effing-
Everyone's in it
Pick them
together.
up. Yeah. like it's very actually really cool when you fall in a mosh pit and you feel the whole like everyone
Yeah.
around you pick you
Hands
back up
everywhere.
and throw you back
Get
in
you
there.
back in
When
It's
I
so
was
cool.
16, we did a show at a random place, and we didn't, but like my friends' bands were, and I remember in like a less than 20-person pit, I got sucked underneath, and one of my buddies had to pull me by my armpits out. I had a Doc Martin
Ooh.
Oh,
boot
yeah.
print on the inside of my thigh for like 3 weeks, but I was like sick. That's
Oh.
yeah.
It's
That's
a
so
war
punk
wound.
rock, right?
Yeah. Oh, I hear you. Totally.
Suffering is part of the package.
It's kind of fun. You're like, look at these bruises I got on the weekend.
Badges of honor, Dave.
Do you ever get blisters on your wrist from playing bass so fast? Those are some of my
Not
war
really.
wounds where I'm
I've
like-
had, burns from wearing fishnets and it rubbing.
Fishnet burns on your wrist. Goth problems.
This is so much fun. You guys gotta come back.
Well, when we have an album, then we'll come chill it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, even if you've got a few tracks down, we'd love to play them here.
That would be great.
Because it will be a
Radio
world premiere,
friendly ones.
hopefully. And
Yeah.
That's where the
You
problem
guys,
comes in.
you guys should maybe invest in radio edits. Because
Yeah.
you guys are very
Edited
popular,
versions,
and
for
I
sure.
think that you would get a lot of radio play if you
If it
were
wasn't
allowed.
all cursing.
I'm not saying I don't like it. I just
so there's colorful language in the lyrics.
There's
normally?
some. There's
Yeah,
some.
Some of it, yeah.
some sass.
It's racy.
Yeah, no, we've had a few bands when Taylor told them that there was a prohibition on profanity. They would
Yeah.
go, then we can't play any of our songs.
We had High Heels Lo-Fi
We got nothing.
played.
Yeah, that's
came
what happened
out
to us
our song.
originally.
Yeah. So it's okay. They figured it out.
Yeah.
We're happy.
Well, that's right.
Are you guys happy?
So
Yeah,
happy.
pretty happy with that.
Look how happy you are.
So if people want to see Beaver Slap, when is the next show?
The next one coming up.
April 6th at Cherry
Great.
Colas.
Cool.
Gregor April 15th?
No, so
No.
April 6th at Cherry Cola.
April 6th, Cherry Cola.
Yeah.
And then-
Who's on that bill?
I wish I could
Martian Crisis Unit. And a couple other groups.
I think you guys are actually playing with a band called Pretty.
Yeah,
Yes, we
yeah,
are.
really
Yes,
pretty.
we are.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah.
like that band. They're very cool.
Yep.
And
So
then
April 6th at Chercola,
Yep.
April 13th at the Grey Goat.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
And
what?
then April 21st in Espanola at that Metal Fest.
In
And then April
Espanola.
11th, and then the 28th will
Port
be in Port Hope, yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody get your train tickets to Espanola
Right?
to see Espanola.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be great if we just could take like a whole train car?
and we could rent a bus.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Party
That
train,
could be
party
fun.
bus.
Party bus.
Punk
I
rock
like a
party
good
bus.
party bus.
Yes.
I like this idea.
Get in touch with
Yeah.
Beaver Slap if you want to take a party bus to Espanola. send us a Facebook message.
Yeah,
I'm not
really.
even joking.
We could start a little poll right now. And see
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some people are
Party
interested.
bus.
Yeah, party bus. Party bus.
Where, how long a drive's Espanola?
Probably about 7.
No.
Espanola?
It's just 45 minutes outside of Sudbury. So it's
Oh,
like
outside
3
of Sudbury?
hours.
Oh yeah, so
Like
not that
3-ish.
far.
3 hours.
It'll be a bring your snacks kind of trip.
Yeah. You can do that standing on your head though, given your road skills.
Yeah.
Do you share driving?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Really? Who's the
depends
worst
on the
driver?
vehicle.
Who's the worst driver in the
There's
world?
only
Worst
2 of
driver?
us that do drive.
Yeah, we're
so.
yeah.
When
There's
we
only
can,
two
when
drivers.
we can, sub in the driving roadie, we do. We have a driving roadie, and it's Julie.
Tom, yeah.
Yeah.
My Tom.
He's been the most dedicated member of the band.
Yeah.
He's the
official
fifth
roadie.
Beatle.
Yeah, exactly.
we really appreciate everything that guy does for us. Yeah, we just
Watches
gotta
the
give him
kids.
shouts out on the radio.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
That's very, very
Yeah,
nice.
it's
That's
great to have
awesome.
support.
And so nothing that anybody can buy yet, but stay tuned.
Come to the shows.
Yes.
We'll give you
all
a
your
great
merch.
experience, and you can probably pick up a T-shirt.
Yes.
All right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks
for
for
having
A
having
lot
us.
of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. You guys are great.
Thanks.
Is there anything else we need to know?
I think you've got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got everything covered.
I think so. Birthdays, horoscopes.
I'm Leo.
Yes.
Do we have a show next week?
We don't have a show. We might be perhaps taking a little bit of a hiatus as Arts Talk. We life
hiatus.
is busy, as everyone knows. So just keep following
Stay
us.
tuned. We'll probably run some reruns
We'll
next
probably
week.
be back in a couple weeks. We get bored, but
Is Gareth going to run reruns while we're gone?
I don't know. Gareth, are you going to run reruns?
Gareth, we'll have him.
We'll be back. We'll be
while
back.
we're gone.
But most importantly, check out Beaver Slap, April 13th, Friday the 13th at Grey Goat. Once again, I'm just going to keep saying that.
Right on.
That's Worship of Fools, Plan 37 and Reloaded. And another thing is that there's a sweet show happening at the Grey Goat on Saturday. That
The Hysterics are playing, and it's gonna be so rad.
And we're going to be there too.
Oh, yeah, we're totally coming to that.
We're
It's going to
all
be like a road
coming.
trip.
Oh my
Yeah. So that's with a couple new bands, Speed Humps, and we have Heavy Petter. Yeah, 2 live debuts, and then we have Hysterics and Black Cat Attack. So
Awesome show.
Saturday night at the Grey Goat.
Stacked lineup.
So the Beaver Slap girls are going to be there. Not
Oh, yeah.
just there bumping their
Heck
heads
yeah.
and
We're
moshing.
gonna be off duty and moshing. And
Yeah.
Off-duty
We're
moshing.
They're going to be
Road
busking
trip.
those acoustic outside.
Seeing
I'll
if they
bring
can
my
get,
suitcase.
get some Doc Martin bruises. That's going to be fun. That's a sign that you had a good time.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We'd like to thank our friends from Beaver Slap so much for being here. Best of
you.
luck.
Thanks,
And thank you for tuning in. And we're going out of here with
With So Hot Right Now by Cross Dog.
awesome.
Woohoo.
This is ArtsTalk on 102.7
Drop FM.
FM.